Welcome to the Tactical Sub, and welcome to the last AFLW video before the 2025 season. In this video, I will go over how round 10 went for me and then do a bit of a season recap and talk about what I learnt and what I'd do differently next season. Just before I begin, a special shout out to everyone who had a best ever season rank this year and maybe even won some prizes. Now, if you've been watching this season, you know that I've been having an absolute shocker, and I continued this theme in the final round. Trading in Maddie Gay was awesome for her 124, but just about everything else fell apart. Grider was a really bad trade-in, but I knew that she is very inconsistent and I had nothing to lose other than my dignity, but that went a while ago. Marinoff had her first down game this year, but even with me managing to get Garner's 131 doubled instead, it wasn't enough. I also wasn't able to get the fifth midfielder with both Steen and Goldrick out, so I ended up with Cooper and the whopping 11 that she put up. Adding to the list of shocking trades I made this season, O'Dowd out to Field Moody has got to be right up there. I lost another 70-odd points this week because of it. The forward line was actually pretty decent this week. Well, mostly. Too Good had a 4, which is her second score this season of 5 or under. This time, it was due to an ankle injury, and she will miss finals. If she can get fit for next season, she will come in so far underpriced. Anyway, I scored a total of 1,259 for the round and actually ended up outside the 2,000, which is very embarrassing, but oh well. Now though, we will discuss some things that I learnt from this season. The first of which is sometimes you just get unlucky. Everything seems right, but it just doesn't go the way you want it to. For anyone who played last year, Bowers was the Marinoff of 2023. She was the most expensive player and everyone was saying you had to get her. I didn't want to, but last second I did, and it ended up being a terrible decision. Fast forward to 2024 and I decided to go against the grain. I calculated that if Marinoff could average 135 or less, I would gain points and be able to grow my value higher. She ended up averaging over 150 before I got her, and her own value shot up drastically. This was a true season killer. And the funny thing was, I warned all of you in one of my first videos that if you don't pick her, your season will be over before it starts. Another thing we all learnt was the double games. They were an entirely new concept and something that many coaches didn't know how to handle correctly. My big strategy was about stacking my team with early double game players and then ruthlessly using all of trades to straight swap them and get maximum points. This turned out to be horrible thinking, and not only did I lose plenty of money, but I also lost heaps of points. In the future, I think it would be better to have a lot of rookies play earlier while they are still on field, and get some extra value rises to help the team. Then get the rookies off field and have most premiums playing later. But yeah, my team value was like 16 million or something terrible, which is not that much more than the starting amount, and also 3 million behind some other people. The final thing I learnt is that it all comes down to how much attention you put into your team. If you go crazy and watch and listen to everything, like I did in the preseason, you overdo it and you meddle too much with what could have been a good team. On the other end of the spectrum, taking a big step back like I did once the double games came around was also really bad. I was out of the loop on many things and didn't put much thought into my trades at all. I would recommend watching a few games as the big priority, then watching a couple of videos such as mine or listening to a podcast, but at the end of the day, it is just a game, so don't let it consume you. Matt Mottram, who has previously won a Hilux and always does well, is really big on this, and guess where he placed? 12th. Make sure you are subscribed, and hopefully you will all be joining me for the men's season, where I'll be seeking redemption. Let me know how you went this year, and feel free to share anything you learnt along the way. Bye for now.